Dobrý deň.
Thank you. I will have to get up. This is so passionate. I can't sit while talking about this. Who knows what happened the 14th of July, 1789? Yes, it is the storm of the Bastille in France. So that didn't happen in Luxembourg, no. Actually, what did we do is Luxembourg, the digital revolution was started by federating all our efforts. We are talking digital for humanities, sharing economy, creative industry, fintech, industry 4.0, digital economy, federating all this into one new brand. This is Digital Luxembourg. We have one effort. I believe that we should have like Digital Europe like next year. I hope so. What is Digital Luxembourg? Digital Luxembourg is the infrastructure. We needed to have a top infrastructure. We need e-skills. E-skills is a very, very big problem in Luxembourg, I'm sure everywhere. We need innovation and support. We need fintech. Luxembourg of the banks coming there. We cannot do without fintech. E-administration, that's where I'm in charge. So this is my job to make the public and the enterprises accessible. And we need to sell this, so we need to promote it. So the challenge of e-administration is very real. We have to get from this side to that side. That's easy said. That's very easy. If you can like tear down everything, then rebuild it, like maybe Estonia. They did a very good job there, so I'm very proud of this. And then you have a lot of facilities. In Luxembourg, that doesn't quite work that way. So what we have to build is, we have to build interconnections, and we have to persuade our data protection agency that this is central, and we have to build trust in order to reach the digitalization of this Luxembourg. We cannot build a Death Star, so this is very clear. So we have to see what we can do. How do we do it? But first of all, if we, the government, have an idea, it might not be the best idea. So what we do is we ask in a portal, we ask the citizens, the enterprises, to give them vos ideas, like your ideas, and just tell it. And our minister, he will answer, and we will see those projects, because you people know best where we should work. So this is where we start. If we start, okay, then we identify projects. From this, we go to Einfach Luxemburg, which means like simple Luxembourg. We identify completed projects, ongoing projects, and projects in study. So this leads to this. Again, a website. Again, our minister, the photo is not there, but this is strongly linked. If we have the idea, we make the project, or we have some ideas ourselves, so we put that on project lines also. So, and in order to make Luxembourg digital then, the revolution is very, very simple. We passed on the 24th of July of 2015. This was like the only, no, it was not the only kind, but this was the first kind. The first time I was in the board of ministers explaining the ministers two things. This, e-administration, and the other one was open data. So, and what we do is, we had a decision from the board of ministers saying, very easy, all new procedures have to be digital first, they have to be once only, and they have to be transparent. This is quite difficult in Luxembourg and in a lot of countries. So in order to achieve this, we are now working on a law to make, and again we will copy the Estonian law somehow, to make the once only mandatory. So very easy, we should not replicate an information which the state already has. So that's the one. So if you have the ideas, you have the project, and you have the digital first policy, how do you put this into music? It's very easy again, one single portal. So we have decided in the Board of Ministers there that we just have one single point of contact for the citizens, where the citizens and the enterprises can go and find their transactions. No fuss, just go there and you will find it all in English, French and German for citizens and enterprises. So what does this thing do, the single window? It's very easy, it's a middleware, because in the front we can be very digital, we have assistants, we have text declarations and everything, but in the back we have our legacy. We have our legacy here to support either back office administrations, either we have nothing. Sometimes we just have paper. So what do? We digitize in the front. We have a generic back office here. can go in with different sources. So we have a huge middleware who lets you choose how we interact afterwards. So very simple, we have a procedure which is not digitalized in the administration. So then we have like a generic back office which is like an email box where you can then, in the front at least, digitalize it. So then we have the personal spaces where you can find all what you did. It's very standard. But this part, again, we copied from Estonia. This is like the dashboard where you can find the information the state has on you about physical people, salaries, taxes, and so on and so on. So you can find driving licenses, whatever information we have, we just show it there, and you can find it. And then there's one very, it is not on the slide, but we have a tracking system where we can even track paper trails, where just for the administration it takes like 1 minute. They have a paper format which is on top of the physical declaration, and then they just give you the status of that declaration by SMS or by email. Very, very easy, very straightforward. I can explain further on this. Okay, so does it work? 2014, 21,000 procedures inserted like this. 2015, 72. That's good. For a startup, this is still in the gross margin. 90 in 2016. Today, I'm very happy. Year to date, 174,000. So yes, it works. We have 100,000 spaces, companies and physical people in there. We are not so big, so for us this is a big deal. Just one word here. Again, you find an Estonian slide. This is the X road. We didn't copy the X road. We have our Luxembourg government IT center, my center, who does this. Basically, why I have this slide? Because if you want to have an effective digitalization once only and so on, you need base registers. You need population register, health register, you need driving wise car register, and so on, land. So all this we have, those register, and all this part we cover, and this we did ourselves. So yes, every country should reflect upon base registers, because if we want to interconnect with Gertrude and the EU and you guys, then we need the base registers to be speaking about the same thing. And we need semantics and everything to be able to understand one's other languages. So data becomes digital native. Gertrude just spoke about the power of information. This is a big problem because in Luxembourg and in all countries in Europe, there is data who only exists digitally. And this becomes the new rule. I hope it will. So no paper trail. No paper trail. It cannot burn, yes, but if it is gone, it is lost forever. So what did we do? We created. Well, you know that security and cybersecurity they were speaking about, it works as an onion. You have like the core which you have to protect, and then you go outside. This is one further layer on this onion. So we created the Data Embassy project. What does it do? It is 3 things. It is not simply just giving some rules and some immunities to a server room. No, this is not what the Data Embassy is. We have infrastructure, we have legal, and we have government. I will explain you this. Infrastructure is very, very easy. In the 90s and 2000s, Luxembourg invested heavily in data center capacities. I think today we have the highest per capita ratio of tier 4 data centers, or even of data centers, I would say, in the world, but I haven't checked it. I didn't do the calculation. I don't have the data, actually. So we have 4 tier 4 constructed data centers, and we are very happy to have very, very, very important clients there. And we have 8 tier 4 by design data centers. Okay, who needs tier 4? Only those people who really have valuable data, because for everything else, tier 4 is maybe overkill. Yes, I know. Yeah, we are green and so on. This is normal. But you have a data center, you are not connected. Doesn't make any sense. So why Luxembourg? Luxembourg is very, very easy because we are connected. If you want to DDoS us, we can jump to everything. We are connected to Paris, Brussels, Amsterdam, Frankfurt, Strasbourg, London, with very, very, very low latencies and directly. So we are about 3 to 4 milliseconds connections. not one line, basically. So that's the infrastructure part. The legal part is, what did we do? In 1961, there was the Vienna Declaration on how to give embassy status. So I went to our Foreign Affairs Ministry, and I had to explain them that, yes, now today we need a data embassy. They were like, yes, what are you talking about? This is like very strange what you say. So what did we do? We took those privileges out of the Vienna Declaration, inviolability, protection, immunities, tax exemption, and so on, the same privileges. And we put them into an agreement with Estonia and with all other countries who are willing to go that way. And yesterday was a big day. Check my Twitter feed, it's very interesting. Yesterday was a very big day because Parliament voted a law on these immunities in Luxembourg. So it's not a government to government, but it is a law in, yeah, I will have to go quick. So, yeah, this last slide. What, and then the last part, the government part is, it is complicated to set up something like this. This is why I am there, to help the countries, the agencies and so on. And I can proudly say that we have the European Commission with a lot of space. Let's say it was a big day, the 12th of December 2016. We inaugurated it with Commissioner Oettinger and Prime Minister and so on and so on. And we have the only outside NATO purposes where IT of the NATO is not on NATO ground. It's in a digital embassy in Luxembourg, where we provide for the NATO platform as a service. So this is innovation, this is Luxembourg, this is the revolution. We didn't storm the Bastille or the Grand Ducal Palace, but we consolidated our digital services. Thank you.